Hey everybody, today is Wednesday, July 13th, and I'm Darin. I'm going to do the one cast for you today. So according to the schedule they were supposed to run half a generator. So that's what I set up for, and it is clearly more than that. So I'm going to have to find a few shallower spots because I didn't bring anything else with me for higher water. So we'll see what happens here. But I've got a little Mama Fly Rod 6X fluorocarbon. I've got a ginger jig, we call it Derringer jig, in the shop, and I'm gonna fish under an indicator. Hopefully it's enough to get down. That's all I got, so that's what I got to go with. And I just use these the stick-on indicators. I use these for a ton of stuff. So I'm just above lookout. Lookout is right below me. And take this off anchor. I'm gonna fish down through Point Royale because that's where that little bit shallower stuff is. Thinking I can pick up a few there just because it's shallower. And I'm fishing the shallower side too. Not to say that the water's running heavy, but it's faster than what I was anticipating. Just hope this will get down. Yeah, it's getting down now. There is a tree over here I gotta watch out for. I think the current's gonna push me out away from it. So right here on the top end of Lookout, there's kind of a hump in the middle. There's a trough on this side and then a trough on that side. I've caught a bunch of fish here from the bank, wade fishing, doing this. So there's a few fish over there. So there's a tree right up there. That riffle, there's a tree there and then a big hole behind it, and then they usually hang out right there, but not to say they're not there, but I'm not seeing them. Oh, there's a few little guys. There's this other tree. A little high. Oop. I think that was just me pulling it. You can see my jig down there. It's getting down. Oh, don't get hung up. See if I can stick it in that eddy. So the problem with casting upstream like this is I end up pulling my fly instead of my float being above it and it getting down. And my fly's getting down there. Just need a fish to eat it. I don't know if it's staying down there. Yep. He's a little bitty guy. So somebody asked me why I don't use my reel when I'm fishing like this. Why I don't reel in with my reel. My response was, the fish have to earn the reel. So this isn't a big enough fish. Literally, they have to earn the reel. So there's no point in me fighting the reel right now and paying attention to the reel and not paying attention to what the fish is doing when my fingers are my drag. I'm gonna end up losing him because he's rubbing on the boat. So if I pay attention to the fish and use my fingers as my drag right here, I have the line between those two fingers, then I can control that much better and lane this fish rather than breaking him off. Clamping down that line, paying attention to the reel, not what's going on with the fish. Rainbow. I'll just take up the whole river, it's fine. So I'll just take up the whole river, it's fine. Yeah, you're welcome. So I was sideways there and it's pretty skinny right here, so messing with that fish. Glad it was just Blake Harris, one of the guides. So this water's more turbulent, rougher, so my fly is nowhere near where it needs to be, I can guarantee you. But this side, bug just flew up my nose, perfect. This side is where I want to be. So this point right here flattens out. Water's still pretty fast right here. Didn't quite get to him. Saw a fish up there. So it creates kind of an eddy right here. I don't know if you can see that other boat on the camera or not. Creates kind of a little eddy right there, and it's a pretty good little spot. Get any takes yet?
One back downriver.
Oh, nothing here? Did you get anything right here yet?
No.
So they're right on that seam. There's a bunch of them sitting there. Kind of right when you pulled up, right where you stopped, right on that seam, there's a bunch of them sitting there. Right, another little rainbow. And I mean little. Let's see if I can get him here. Okay, all right. He's squirmy, he came off. I'm just gonna let him go. Don't wanna mess with him too much. Get out of there. You're good. Sorry if that was loud. He was apologizing for waking me. All right, so I've just got to keep fishing the stuff that I'm set up for. So this inside over here is going to be shallower and slower. So there's an eddy on that side and fast water on this side, and I want to fish right in that seam. And since I'm on the fast side, the moving water side, that's where I want my fly. I want my fly to be right in the seam where all the food's getting washed down. So my fly is in the slow side right now. If I can get it out where it needs to be. I'm not anywhere near deep enough. I think I'm set like 4 foot, and it's probably 10 foot here. But hopefully a fish will come up and eat it like it did that last one. He was probably in 8 or 9 feet of water. Just happened to be up in the water column. See the other guy, Blake Harris, he's just run that spot. That's where, the way I'm set up, that's perfect for me right now. So now where I'm fishing, it's really hard because I got a couple fish right there. Oh, bad cast. So right here, the fish are gonna have to eat it quick because I don't have much time. So on that side, it's creating an eddy actually, so the water's flowing upstream on that side and turning out on this side. But my boat's still moving downstream. Oh, come on. So now I'm right behind the big white house below Point Royale. And it's still probably 10 foot deep. I can just barely see white rocks on the bottom. Just hoping for a random fish over here. If Blake's out of there, I'm probably gonna run up again. Oh, there's another boat up there. Oh, that was definitely fish. Wasn't paying attention. Oh, there's a good one right here. Right next to the boat. Good one is in 15, 16, 17 incher. Somewhere in there. Hopefully you can see that on the camera. He's jumping like crazy. The good one's still right there. He's right below the fish I've hooked. rainbow. So just to reiterate, I'm not set up for the water that's over there behind me. I'm set up for this water. So I'm catching them over here. If I went over there, I wouldn't be catching a fish. Just because my fly would not stay down because it's too light. I'm on the inside of this bend, right behind Point Royale. I mean, you can see how close I am to the bank. I'm probably need to be fishing right here, but on that side, you can see the water ripping down through there. Shouldn't say ripping, but it's moving faster. That fish is right there. I can see him. If I was another 3-4 foot deeper, I'd be much better off, even right there. Not really an extra weight, but if I'm fishing over there, I gotta have more weight on. Let's see what we got here. Thing I did is just scoot my boat out farther. Because I wanted to have my fly more where the boat was sitting. Probably fish just a little bit longer, hopefully get another fish. Nah, that was me. Now I'm kind of sitting dead. Which if the fish were here, it'd be great, but they're not right here, I don't think. Oh, I hope that's not poison ivy. About as far as roll cast as I can do with this rod. Did have a bite there. Maybe one more cast. If I was going to continue fishing, I would run right back up to the top of that island, right where I started, fish all that again, and I would just keep running that. Both of them I caught at the bottom of the island, but if you start at the top end of the island, it gives you time to get set up, get your drift right, and then by the time you get to the bottom island where the fish are, you can be ready for them and have your drift going good, and hopefully get a bite. This, they're just not over here. I haven't even seen a fish since that one up there. Oh, there's one. I just lied. There's one right there. He is stuck to the bottom though. A lot deeper than I can. So down a little bit farther than I am, around the corner, there's a creek that comes in, and there's a shelf there, and then it drops off. It's kind of a big flat, and then it drops off. And I've caught them real well on water like this, right on that edge. Be another good spot to do this. I think this will be my last cast here. When I came out here, it was still chilly enough. I had to wear a jacket. I started without it, and then I was cold, so I put a jacket on. It was perfect. I think it was like 70. Normal air temperature, according to the weather app, was like 74, I think. And it was chilly on the lake. It's already 83. So 9-degree increase. There's a good trout right there. Digging in the bottom or something. I think I've been out, I think I left, I don't know what time I left, 8:45. So a little over an hour I've been out here. It's warmed up 9 degrees. I am seeing, so I'm moving more now. There's a little bit more flow here, and I'm seeing a lot more fish. That was a good pot of them right there. Yes, thank you. Go that way. Oh, I thought I was gonna be able to do it without having to use my hands. I was gonna do it with a rod. Trying to hook myself. I'm gonna move myself out a little bit. I know I said my last cast like 3 casts ago, but we all know how that goes. So there's a school of fish down here, or there was. A few of them came up. It was under. I don't know if that was me or not. So adjusting my drift, I'm just tapping the trolling motor and it's just enough. I'm just trying to keep my boat pointed straight upstream. Oh, I just missed a fish. Definitely a fish. Recast it here. So there's a good line of fish. So you see a bunch of fish in a line, you're constantly seeing them in a line. You're either in it and pushing them over, or they're in that line right there. So I was casting past him, so I cast closer. Hopefully get in that line of fish. All right, this is for real, the last cast. Right there was a good pot of fish, and I didn't catch one out of it. All right, I think that's gonna be it. Y'all, thanks for watching. Have a good day.